Sideline thousands of young athletes every year, especially young women. And often these are non-contact injuries caused when a player's knee buckles inward.
Young female soccer players are 5 times more likely to suffer a non-contact ACL injury than young males. But a pre-practice warm-up can actually protect their knees. The Fox Medical Team's Beth Galvin is here now to tell us more about it.
And Sine and Tom, this warm-up is called the FIFA 11 Plus, and it involves 15 exercises. It takes about 20 minutes, and you do it before you practice. It's designed to really prevent a very common injury in soccer. You pivot, your knees buckle, and you hear a pop. And that can be all it takes to leave you sidelined for months. McIntosh High senior Allison Capos remembers that day 2 years ago like it was yesterday.
It was the field right behind us.
She was playing with her soccer club in a tournament.
We had just been scored on in the game, so I was like really angry and had like a lot of energy. I got the ball and then I was just running down the sideline, and then we like impacted in a tackle, and then my left leg got caught behind me.
Allison's knee buckled inward, tearing her ACL and MCL, the two ligaments that stabilize her knee.
I immediately started crying.
Not from the pain, but from what this meant. Surgery, then months of physical therapy.
I ended up having to be out for almost a year.
And the same thing happened to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta physical therapist and former semi-pro soccer player Jenny Meyer at 19. Meyer says ACL injuries are common in young women, in particular because of the way they're built.
So with the wider hips, it's causing our legs to go in. It's not necessarily like if I do this, something's going to happen, but it's more that kind of quick movement or that quick twist, and if your foot gets stuck.
So Meyer encourages young players to warm up, protecting their knees with a 20-minute pre-practice routine created by the International Soccer Federation. It's called the FIFA 11 Plus. But this isn't your typical stretching.
It's more of a dynamic movement to get your body in those movements that you're going to do in soccer, or get those muscles activating and appropriate firing so that they can do what they need to do.
The warm-up includes running, balance work, and jumping movements. And Meyer says research shows it can reduce the risk of knee injuries.
It's not going to completely prevent it. I mean, you can't prevent everything, but it's going to help decrease the amount of injuries that we're seeing.
And 2 years after her injury, Allison Capos is now gearing up to play club soccer at Kennesaw State. After that is, she finishes warming up.
The 5 minutes of play that you might get isn't worth a whole season.
And a study of nearly 2,000 young female soccer players showed just how effective the FIFA 11 warm-up can be. The youth teams that used the warm-up at least twice a week had a 30 to 50% fewer injuries than the teams who did their typical warm-up. And for more tips on soccer safety, you can go to fox5atlanta.com and just click on the health tab and look for this story. Tom and
This is
Sinead.
perfect timing because soccer season is starting, and not only for semi-professional athletes, but for kids playing soccer and their coaches.
Yes, and they're using it for both boys and girls age 14 and up. So it can be like that 20 minutes can save you a lot of pain. I think.
And it's a good practice across the board to get into stretching and doing some warming up. Yep. All right. Thanks
Good
so
stuff.
much, Beth.
Beth, thanks.